Hi again. We're up for the third episode now of the HD Monaro, and I'll take you for a bit of a look around to see what I've done so far. As you can see, the motor and gearbox is out now. That happened a couple of days ago, and everything else off the firewall, and the dash has been completely stripped now, so I'll just show you what I found. No surprises in here. The only problem was getting these lines out from between the K-frame is awkward. So I've decided to leave them in till I pull the front of the car off, and they'll come out nice and easily then. Nothing in the engine bay to worry about. Had a bit of a scrape around in there, there's just a bit of surface rust, nothing else. Everything else is quite good. I've given it a bit of a wipe over with a rag, and just to keep it clean, and everything's fine in there. Since the last episode, we pulled the front and rear windscreen out. The frame is surprisingly good in the front, apart from surface rust on most of the bottom. Some of it is still good, but there's a bit of surface rust which we can finish off, clean up and coat, and I'm sure that'll be fine. There's no actual holes anywhere. So that was good with the front window. The back window, much the same, except on the bottom over this side I found one neat little pinhole right here, which I'll have to blast and get back to clear metal, and I'll probably weld a piece of brass or a bit of silver solder over that. The rest of the window around the top is great, so that's good as well. The tank's now out. They come out easily. All the brakes are all pulled out of the car, so it's only a matter of hanging by the axle and the springs now. Still nothing nasty apart from that corner in there. That's going to be, the whole corner's got to be chopped out and a new piece in there. Inside the car, I've started a strip, and that's the floor on the driver's side, which is really good. No holes anywhere. I've completely stripped that back to metal, and I think I'll be using that KBS product to go back over that and seal it again, and then put a spray job over the top of it. This is a bit unusual. There's been a plate brazed, or probably brazed I think it is, over the top of that hole there, and there's a matching hole on the other side. They line up with the seat belts, so I don't know what that patch is, because underneath it's a hole about the size of the seat belt hole. But the floors are in really nice condition. So once I coat those, it'll be another 50 years. Shouldn't have to worry about them. The dash, it's all good, apart from where the radio needs to be. Pieces are actually bent around the back. I'll have to bend them back around and put a bit of a weld on the outside to keep them straight again, and put another radio in there. And the next video, we'll pull the guards off, getting ready to pull the front end off and sit the body on a rotisserie. Thanks for watching. I'll take the guards off because I want to have a look and see what they're like on the bottom inside, whether it needs repairing or just a clean up. But I'll do it in fast motion, otherwise it's going to be watching paint dry, which nobody's going to appreciate it, I think. So I'll pull those off now. Well, that's both guards off, and I'm pleased to see it looks fairly good down there. We need to get a light inside to have a look, but it looks quite neat and tidy. And down the sides of the sills, they look pretty good as well. Not much to go now, and we'll pull the front off. I think the other side's pretty well the same. No rust, good and solid. It's great. I think that, no, there's not even rust there. It's just the clip itself has gone rusty. I guess we'll put some new ones at the nose on. K-frames look good. Okay. Very good. Signing off for now. Another day of cleaning. I'll show you what I've been up to. There's about 6 hours worth of scrubbing and scraping and wire brushing, and luckily it's still a nice floor. Didn't find any rust holes anywhere, so that'll make for a good job. Next, I'm just going to put some black KBS on it, and that'll sort it out. Well, that's the floor finished. It took a whole 7 hours to prepare and strip back to metal, and that's the KBS product on there in a satin, and it goes on very, very nice. Took about 45 minutes to put that on there. Seems like a good product. That's the one there.